Right here at KPFT in the title track from his latest release. My name is Roark. You are listening to Wide Open Spaces, and today live in the studio, former Houstonian and blues man who now lives in LA. He is about to release a brand new album called Red Fire that was produced by the legendary Eddie Kramer. He is in town playing at the House of Blues, opening for Mr. Buddy Guy tonight. Mr. Michael Williams, welcome back to KPFT. How you doing this morning, man?
How you doing, man? It's
good to see you.
No see, man.
It has been a long time. It's about 10 years since you packed up and moved to Seattle, right?
10 years, man. It's 10 long years.
You played around town quite a bit, and you I saw you at a hotel last.
At Radisson, at the Radisson. I had that gig for a little while, and that was just a great fun one. Yeah, I missed those days. You know, those are the good blues days here in Houston, Texas. Yeah, missed that a lot.
You know, I had Chris Duarte on about a month ago.
Oh, no way.
Stepped by and had nothing to say about nothing but great things to say about your dad, who is Junior Medlow Williams.
Yes. My pops, man. You know, and yeah, Chris Duarte and my father had the Bad Boys together.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. And he used to also front the Cobras.
Yeah. He fronted the Cobras just after Paul Ray, and that was a really good experience for him and for me as a child. It was great. It basically spawned my career off of those, you know, that energy that was born at that time was really awesome. So. And
your dad put you on stage and let you jam with everybody for a little bit?
Oh yeah, that was kind of, you know, why I do it today is just because, you know, he's no longer here, but I really like to just, you know, dive into it just because of the way he threw me out there when I was younger, you know. So.
Right. You still talk to Chris at all?
You know, I just saw Chris in Pasadena about a couple months ago.
Very cool.
He played a show, and I saw his new rhythm section. I really loved it. Heard the new album.
Yeah.
And he's obviously, I guess he's been touring Japan a lot lately and stuff, and so he's got a new album out over there, which is really nice. But yeah, man, he's awesome. One of my favorite players. He was my first guitar teacher, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a great little piece of history. Now let me ask you this: I noticed online that you worked with Willie Nelson. Is that something your dad hooked you up with?
No, actually, you know, I'm longtime friends with B.B. King's drummer Tony Coleman.
Okay.
And as a result, you know, he called me to do a show at Farm Aid with Willie Nelson.
Very
so
cool.
I was side by side with Willie.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, and just, you know, it was a really great experience. You know, when Willie walked out on stage, I liked to fall on the ground.
Right.
You know?
That's fantastic.
Yeah, he's an awesome cat, man. So really cool.
Let's take it back about 10 years. The last when you were here in Houston, you had an EP out, and you were signed by Doc Blues. And then just basically overnight, you packed up and moved to Seattle. What was going on?
Well, you know, I just needed a change. Just prior to all that, I'd lost my father. And I just needed a change. I felt like I needed to go and try to reconnect with something. And so what I did is I just kind of packed up and packed the guitars, put them on the back, and went seeking Jimi Hendrix because he was the next thing that I could really lock onto. And so I spent many years in Seattle trying to walk the same path and just, just summon energy and just like, just get, something that's available to everybody. But, I was just trying to hone in on it. I wanted Jimmy's, blessing, so I figured I'd go there first and see if I could get the approval of the people, and then maybe I could go play a few Jimmy tunes, I guess.
Now back then, when he was in Seattle, was that Jimmy James and the Blue Flames?
Yes. Yeah.
So did you find some old clubs that Jimmy used to play at?
Oh yeah, I used to play at the Rainbow Tavern, at the Blue Moon, and those were some really old school places there. Yeah, it was really awesome. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Did you meet any family members, anything like that?
Oh yeah, we actually played for the the Hendrix birthday, and we were able to meet Al Hendrix, etc. Yeah, it was really cool. Janie Hendrix,
it's his half sister.
Yeah, right? Half sister. Yeah, and she's basically she rules everything that is Jimmy.
That's right. Including the new record that was just put out that your producer Eddie Kramer had his hands in.
Yes, Valleys of Neptune.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's a great one too. Yeah, Eddie's all over that.
Hey, let's talk about Eddie. Eddie Kramer is a super producer. I mean, the guy's worked with Curtis Mayfield, Santana, Peter Frampton, Kiss, the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, and of course your favorite Jimi Hendrix. So this guy's got probably a billion people trying to get him to produce his album. How did you get his attention?
Wow. Somebody want to help me on that?
Yeah.
We ended up meeting Eddie Kramer, and it was the relationship came about from
this nonprofit that we were working with, and we were going to put out a compilation album. He did a couple tracks for us, and it was just an opportunity really to work with one of the greats, for him to sink his teeth into what we were doing. We sent him some demos over. He told us that he only listens to, he listens to probably 300 demos a month, and he picks 1 or 2 to work on. So once we had the chance to go do these 3, we did 3 tracks about a year ago that were kind of like demo tracks, our little test run with Eddie to see how we worked with them and everything. And it just ended up being something that he really bought into the music, to the energy, to what Michael's message and the way he translates that into his music. And it's just been it's been a dream come true, kind of a dream relationship, and everything's just really just kind of lined up for us.
And your name's Lance. You used to live here. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Lance Ramesh. I'm from Houston, Texas. I graduated Memorial High School in 1992. So,
Awesome best friend too, by the way.
Say it again.
Awesome best friend, by the way.
That's awesome. I've known Michael since 1997.
Okay.
And one of the other gentlemen in the band, Ryan Smith, I've known him since 1986 up in Plano, Texas. So we all kind of have this Texas kind of connection going, and the chance for us to come home and launch this
together.
The CD here is just, it's really amazing. It's awesome.
This is the world premiere right here on the program,
It
correct?
sure is.
Yep.
Fantastic. So we're going to hear the brand new CD right here on Wide
Fire
Open Spaces
Red.
in a little bit. Did I call it Red Fire earlier? I think I did. Fire Red. So sorry about
It's
that.
all right.
Lance, you're from Houston, and when Michael packed up and moved to LA, how long did it take you to get there?
Oh, about a year and a half later.
Well, I guess it was Seattle first.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, and then I moved there as well.
Okay.
So I was a commercial banker at the time, and I packed up and went to live with Ryan, and I and Michael all lived in the same house. That's where it's kind of the Michael Williams band was formed.
Why don't we introduce the band while we're on that?
Please.
All these guys in LA, Michael?
I'm actually in Seattle.
I'm sorry,
Seattle,
I keep
yeah.
calling it LA.
Seattle. You know.
So who we got with us today?
Oh, the finest pick of the brood.
Go for it. In order.
Darren Watkins, and I'm on drums.
Darren, what were you doing before you met Michael?
Playing in a lot of bands.
Okay. Anything that noteworthy?
Vicky.
Vicky Martinez, yeah. I played with Vicky Martinez. And,
Very nice.
yeah.
And how long you been with Michael?
What, 3 years now, maybe?
Yeah.
About 3 years. Yeah.
So was it a little nerve-wracking to say when you said, hey, I'm packing up moving to LA? Was this a band decision? Or did you guys talk it over? Or did you just say, hey, I'm moving to LA, you guys want to come?
Well, you know, I had the great fortune of having children, and that's what kind of brought me to LA. You know,
Gotcha.
I had the magnetic pull. I have a lovely lady there, and 2 beautiful kids, and so I kind of went there to start my family. And it wasn't really a music endeavor. However, I found myself
Playing music,
yeah,
right?
playing music and in the right place. You know.
And so you call these guys about a couple months later after you've been there and got settled in?
You bet.
And they all said, heck yeah, we're coming down?
Yeah.
All right, and who else we got in the band?
Jeff Leonard.
Jeff, and you're
I play bass.
and you're from Seattle?
Yeah.
Okay. And was it nerve-wracking to move to LA? Were you a little nervous?
Well, yeah.
Culture shock a little bit?
I would say so.
And what were you doing before you met Michael?
I play with Darren, with
Okay.
Vicky Martinez as well.
Fantastic. So you guys already had some chemistry that you brought with you.
A long
bet.
time. How long you guys been playing together?
We've been playing together for about 6 years.
Yeah, so.
Cool. So Michael, tell me about the tour. How'd you meet Buddy Guy? And did he have to work you into working with him or what?
Well, you know, we recently released an EPK, and on that EPK, it was a pretty Eddie Kramer kind of spoke a few high words about me, you know, and that actually came across the right desk, and that was forwarded to another desk, which was Monterey International. This is a
Cool.
booking company. And they were like, well, this looks like it's going to be a great fit for Buddy, and so they wanted to try us out and get us on the schedule. So
Right.
they were like, well, how soon can you do it? We were like, well, Houston, man, that sounds like a great one. It was only a couple weeks away, and we chose to just go ahead and dive in head first. Yeah.
So he's already been playing a couple of gigs on tour, and this is your first gig tonight of a
Yeah.
string of 4 with Buddy Guy. Is that right?
Yeah.
Very cool. Back in your hometown and brand new CD. We're gonna go ahead and taste one of these tracks, and we'll talk in a little bit. Brand new CD is called Fire Red, and I think the second track is what we're gonna start with. Is that right?
Yeah. Let's see. Which is the second track?
No More Suffering.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do
You
that.
want to introduce this song?
This is No More Suffering off of our new album, Fire Red.
There you go. Michael Williams Band right here at KPFT. All right, I gotta change that to fire red. Ooh, that's nice, man.
So how old are the kids? Oh, I got one is
My way around there.
just turned 3, August 30th, and I have the other who is just turned 4 months.
Wow, brand new one.
Yeah.